galore over in League 2 as Carlisle maintain their top of the league status without kicking a ball. We'll take a look at the latest round of picks and of yours the matches next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction show. Today we take a look at match day number, I don't even know, 24, 25, something like that, out in League 2, and we'll get to that. Oh yes, we'll get to that in just one second. If you're new to the channel, stop what you're doing, swallow what you're doing, and subscribe. Keep your bang up to date with all things League 2 related, Blackburn Rovers related. Whoa, football, what are we going to know here? On Roverseas, of course, that's right, yes, draws galore. How many draws was there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 draws out of the past 9 matches or something like that out in League 2 this past weekend. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Of course, a big shout out, of course, to the patrons supporting the channel behind the bloody scenes. I do appreciate it, guys. I really bloody do. But let's get cracking. In fact, if anyone else is out there that wants to join the illustrious band of brothers, check out that link down below, patreon.com/Roverseas. So let's get cracking and have a look at, of course, the games that did take place this past, what was it? It was a double, kind of a mini double match week. So let's get into it. Scunthorpe against Salford was a 1-0 win for Salford. That was back on Tuesday, the 12th of Jan. Ian Henderson getting the goals there for Salford to give themselves the 1-0 win. Actually, the 2-1 win for Scunthorpe. Shame on me. Shame on me. Harrogate against Carlisle was postponed. We'll have to wait about that one. Exeter against Bolton did go ahead. 1-1 draw in the end. Ricardo Santos getting a big fat OG for Exeter. Arthur Gangua getting a goal for Bolton. As points were split right down the middle. Shame on that. I think Mansfield did all right, didn't they? Did they have back-to-back games, or did they have just the one game? I think just the one game. So Mansfield did beat Oldham 3-2 win in the end. Actually, over the 2-1 for Mansfield, not too shabby. Goals of the day: Hari, Charles Leach, Ryan Sweeney, and Jamie Reid on the score sheet for Mansfield. Alfie McMahon. Conor McCowney as well, getting the goals for Oldham as they try to get themselves back in. They were too little too late. Actually, remember the 2-0 win, not too shabby. Barrow, though, they did get a win with a 1-0 win over Scunthorpe. Josh Kay on the score sheet for Barrow. Junior Brown got himself sent off for Scunthorpe. So back-to-back defeats for Scunthorpe. Not a good week for them. Meanwhile, Bolton against Cheltenham was a draw. It was a 1-1 draw in the end. So back-to-back draws for Bolton. Ian Doyle on the score sheet. Alfie May for Cheltenham. As points were split right down the middle. Actually, remember the 2-1 win myself for Bolton. Not too good enough. Bradford against Crawley was postponed. Actually, remember the 1-1 win for Bolton for Bradford. Colchester against Cambridge was a draw. 1-1 in the end on that Badger. I actually went with a 2-0 win for Cambridge. We got Harvey Knibbs on the score for Cambridge and Greg Taylor with a big for OG, giving the points split right down the middle. Stevenage against Tranmere also was a draw, 0-0 in the end. Nothing to report here. Actually, remember the 2-0 win myself on that one. Walsall against Oldham was a draw, 1-1 draw in the end on that bad boy. I went with a 2-1 for Walsall. Davis Keeler Dunn on the score sheet for Oldham and Zach Jules on the score sheet for Walsall. But again, just a draw. For the Vegans, they drew with Port Vale, 1-1 in the end on that one. Goodness gracious me, another draw as you can see. Devant Rooney on the score sheet for Port Vale. Nicky Cadden getting the goal for the Vegans. Actually, one of the 2-0 for Forest Green. Meanwhile, Grimsby against Southend, it was a draw, 0-0 in the end. Nothing to report here as well. Kicking it further, Harrogate against Exeter. I don't think that went ahead. I think that was postponed. Yes, it was. Leyton Orient, though, did beat Morecambe. That's a shit one. 2-0 win for Leyton Orient. Nathaniel Knight Percival with a big fat OG and Lee Angle getting the goal for Leyton Orient. A 2-0 win. Actually, remember the draw myself. Not too shabby. Mansfield against Carlisle did not go ahead. And Newport County against Salford was a draw. That's right, 0-0 in the end. As you can see, I got myself 2. Josh Sheeding got himself sent off for Newport County in that one. So draws galore in this one. A bit of a messy one, really. Let's take a look at the table as it stands. Carlisle lead the charge on goal difference. Played similar games as Newport County, so those two are leading the chasing pack at the moment. 1 point clearance over Cambridge. You've played a couple of games more. Forest Green Rovers are down to 4th at the moment. Salford, Cheltenham and Leyton Orient make up your top 7. Morecambe down into 9th. Got a game in hand, if not 2, on those chasing pack as well. Southend, Grimsby going down as it stands. Of course, my surprise package is Port Vale doing shit. Tranmere down there struggling. Bolton as well. Again, they've played quite a lot of games, Bolton, so I don't know if it's going to be anything to party about this season. Of course, let's kick it on further. Take a look at how you all got on last round with the league. 2 prediction league, not 3 shitface gang like me. 4-7 straight face club. You're all right at 8+. Your top bins. Russell Frost, you had a shocker, just like this guy. Gaming Charlie did poo. Olachi Ojo had a nightmare as well. Ultra Omega did very, very well. Well done, well done, well done. Okay, did do okay. Omega Esquivel also had a shit one. The D-Man did very, very well, of course. Joachim Jackson also did poop, just like me. As for Yannick Buster did bits. Tom Stainer had a nightmare as well. Alex Weller, you did shite. Shepherd also did shite. Jamie Gould did shite. Ollie Hambling, you did alright. I think that's pretty much it. That's all we got today. Shepherd, Joachim, Omega Esquivel, Game Charlie, Roverseas, and me. Don't look at it. Don't even look at it. But if your name is Ollie Hambling, take a piss in bow, son. Take a piss in bow. Okay, did well as well, as did the Demon and Ultra Omamura. What did that do for Ollie in the old overall leaderboard? Let's take a little look at it, shall we? Of course, Ollie Hambling is into 10th spot now. Russell Frost remains kingpin at the moment with a 1 point percentage clearance over Gaming Charlie, who both of them had shit ones this week. Omar Esquivel also had a shitter. Joachim Jakobsen had a shitter as well. Okay, biggest mover there, up to 5th in the table. Yeah, but also keeping up the heat. Alex Weller did alright as well. But really, Ollie Hambling, big progression for him up to 10th in the table. Maybe, just maybe, he can make a little late surge for the tip of the top. Currently, Russell Frost, currently, take a bloody bow for your king. So let's get into it. Just a mini match week this week. If these go ahead, I don't even know if they're going to go ahead, but we're going to take a little look at it. I believe this one, first one, is not going to go ahead. But again, Gia Gush, I'm just going to pick it anyway, just in case it goes ahead. It looks like it's going to go ahead. But anyway, Harrogate up against Exeter. Played each other in the past. I'll tell you, they played each other in the past. Just one time, one win for Harrogate, nothing for Exeter. Of course, that one win was earlier in the campaign back in Exeter. It was a 2-1 win for Harrogate back in 15th of December 2020. Brendan Keenan, Jack Muldoon on the score sheet with Jake Taylor on the score sheet for Exeter. Heading into this, Exeter actually just one win at the past 6. That one was against Tranmere back in the 12th of the 12th, 2020. 2 wins in the past 4 games for Harrogate, beating Exeter, one of them, and beating Oldham as well. Look at the situation out in the bookies. We have our bookies odds on this one, so it looks like it's going to go ahead. 23-10 for Harrogate, 11-10 in for Exeter, and 5-2 is your draw. Exeter coming into this, where are they in the table? Currently sitting in 10th spot at the moment, but with them they could go 8th. Harrogate are in 18th spot at the moment, and with them they could go 16th in the league. If it goes ahead, I'm going to go with a 2-0 win for Exeter to take the 3 points and get themselves back in contention for the top 7 playoff spots. Next up we have Southend against Cambridge. They played each other in the past. Oh my goodness, how many times have they played each other in the past? Southend up against Cambridge. According to my brain, they've played each other 13 times. 7 wins for Southend, 1 win for Cambridge, and 5 draws. Okay, but the last 6, he's 4 for Southend, nothing for Cambridge, and 2 draws. Last time out in Roverseas was a 3-1 win in the Papa John's Trophy back in 2018. Sean McCloskey with a couple of goals there. Isaac Hutchinson as well. Reggie Lamb getting the goal for Cambridge. Last time they played each other in the league was back in League 2 in 2015. It was a 0-0 draw at Roots Hall as well. Heading into this, just 1 defeat the past 6 for Southend, and that 1 defeat was against Leyton Orient at the back end of 2020. On the flip side, just 1 defeat the past 4 games for Cambridge. That was against Oxford in the Papa John's Trophy. Unbeaten in the last 3 in the league for Cambridge. Of course, look at the situation out in the bookies on this one. We have Southend at 12-5 for the W, 11-5 is your draw, 6-5 is your Cambridge. Cambridge coming to this in third in the table, and a win for them. They go top of the box. Oh yeah! It's a win for Southend, who are actually rooted to the foot of the table. They could actually go as high as 20th in the league. This was airtight really, but I'm going to go with Cambridge on this one with a 1-0 win in the end. Next up we have Cheltenham up against Newport County, of course, 6th up against 2nd. They played each other in the past. How many times do you reckon they played each other in the past? Well, I'll tell you, they played each other in the past. They're in Wales. 13 times. 3 wins for Cheltenham, 4 wins for Newport, and 6 bloody draws. And the last 63 for Cheltenham, 2 for Newport, and 1 draw. Last time out in Cheltenham was a 11-goal thriller in the Papa John's Trophy. Of course, that was back in 2019. 7-4 in favour of Newport. Taylor Maloney with a hat-trick. Matthew Dolan with a goal. Tristan Abrahams with a hat-trick as well. Max Sheaf, Sean Long, Ben Tozer, and Alex Adai on the score sheet for Cheltenham. That was, of course, in the Papa John's Trophy. Last time played in the league was back in 2019 in March. It was a 1-0 win. In fact, strap that. Last time played in the league was back in 2018 in November, and Cheltenham was a 2-1 win for Cheltenham, of course, with goals on the score sheet. William Boyle, Taylor Barnett, and Anthony O'Neill Samino. They've also played each other in the Papa John's Trophy this season. It was in Newport. It was a 1-0 win for Cheltenham. Wow, wow, wee wow. Of course, heading into this, though, Newport without a win in 6, picking up 3 draws and 3 defeats to boot. Just 1 win in the past 6 games for Cheltenham. That one was against Mansfield in the FA Cup, of course. Look at the situation out in the bookies on this one then, shall we? 30-10 for Cheltenham, 9-4 is your draw, 29-10 is your Newport. Newport coming to 2nd, and win for them. Oh yeah! Of course, and a win for Cheltenham. In fact, they could go themselves. Oh yeah! Goodness gracious me, if they were to get the big win themselves. They'll get the big win with a 2-1 win and potentially could go top of the pops. Wow, wow, wee wow. Next we have Crawley up against Stevenage. Stevenage, of course, played each other in the past. How many times? A bunch. I've come into this on the back of that win against Leeds, of course. But played each other 26 times. 8 wins for Crawley, 13 wins for Stevenage, and 5 draws, of course. But the last 6 is 2 wins apiece and 2 draws. Last time out in Crawley was a 2-0 win for Crawley. That was back in the 22nd of the 2nd, 2020. Bez Lubala on the score sheet, Ashley Nadson as well, heading into this match. Of course, heading into this match, Crawley unbeaten in the last 5 games, picking up 4 wins and a draw to boot, including that win, that 3-0 impressive win up against Leeds, without conceding a goal this year. On the flip side, just one defeat the past 5 games for Stevenage. That one defeat was against Swansea in the FA Cup. Back-to-back games without scoring a goal, though, so a bit of a wobbly situation for them. Look at the bookies on this one then, shall we? We have Crawley, even Stevens for the W, 23-10 is draw. 14-5 is your Stevenage. Stevenage coming to this 22nd spot, but a win for them. They could actually go as high as 19th. Crawley win 8th at the moment, and a win for them. They could go 5th in the table. That's right. Crawley will nick this one with a 2-1 win in the end. Here come my boys Morecambe up against Walsall, of course. How many times do they play each other? I'll tell you how many times they play each other. Morecambe up against Walsall have played each other in the past 3 times. 2 wins for Morecambe, 1 win for Walsall, and no draws. Of course, last time out in Morecambe was a 1-0 win for Walsall. That was back in 2019, of course, last season in League 2. 1-0 win for Walsall. Stuart Sinclair on the score sheet for Walsall. Walsall, though, heading into this match unbeaten or without a win in 4 on the flip side, back-to-back defeats for Morecambe, losing to Chelsea, and of course losing to Leyton Orient, and also yet to score a goal in 2021. Look at the situation out in the bookies on this one then, shall we? Morecambe actually 11-8 for the W, 23-10 is your, 19-10 is your Walsall. Walsall coming to this in 11th spot at the moment, and win for them they could actually go as high as 8th. Morecambe coming to this in 9th in a moment, and win for them they could go 5th in the table. Indeed, I've gone with Morecambe with a 1-0 win to get back to winning ways. And wrapping it up, it would Tranmere up against them vegans, of course. Tranmere need to get themselves back on track here, but taking on, of course, high-flying Forest Green. Plays with the 9 times, 2 wins for Tranmere, 4 for the vegans, and 3 draws, of course. But the last 6 is 1 for Tranmere, 4 for vegans, and 1 draw. Last time out at Tranmere was a 1-0 win for Tranmere back in May 2019. Oliver Banks on the score sheet for Tranmere, with Gavin Gunning got himself sent off. Heading into this, the vegans just 1 win in the past 5 games. That 1 win was against Carlisle in the league, of course, just 1 win in the past 5 games for Tranmere. That 1 win was against Lincoln City's Academy, or Leicester City's Academy in the Papa John's Trophy. A look at the bookies odds on this one, then shall we? 2-1 for Tranmere, 11-8 for Forest Green, and 11-5 is your draw. The vegans come to this in 4th and win for them. They could go. Oh yeah, win for 15th place Tranmere. They could go as high as 10th in the table. Indeed, I think it'll be a draw on this one with a nil result in the end. If I'm right, which I bloody well hope so, this is what the table will look like. Cambridge will be your new leaders at the top of the table. Let's give them a round of applause there. Carlisle and Cheltenham make up a 3-way lead at the top of the table, going up as it stands. Newport, Forest Green, Southend and Crawley make up your power 7. As of right now, down the foot of the table, Grimsby Southend going down as it stands. Let's take a look, and of course, be sure to get your picks in nice and early for this one. It's a double match week this week. I think it bloody well is. It just keeps on coming. It keeps on coming. So be sure to get your picks in for this one. And again, we'll be back again midweek for the next one. Maybe Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. We'll have to see what goes on. Until then, though, be sure to give the video some love and smash that thumbs up. Smash subscribe, of course. I'll be back, of course, midweek for the next round, of course. And also check out the links down below. Twitter, Twitch, Facebook. I'm on those. And again, if you want to support the channel in another way, you could become the latest member of the Patreon gang. But that's it. That's all I've got for you. But until then, though, I'll see you all next time around.